Hey, welcome to our Explainer. Today, we're diving into what it really takes to become a vital part of Botswana's education system. If you've ever wanted to have a direct hand in protecting academic quality, then becoming a registered assessor or moderator with the Botswana Qualifications Authority, or BQA, could be a perfect fit for you. So, let's break down what it means to be a guardian of academic quality in Botswana.
And really, it all kicks off with this powerful vision from the BQA. This isn't just some catchy phrase on a website, it's the mission that drives everything. Every single standard, every process, and every role we're about to talk about is aimed right at this goal, creating a unified, top-notch education system for the entire country. This is the big why behind it all.
So first up, let's look at the mission for quality. We're going to start with the big picture. Why a role like this truly matters so much right now.
These right here are the pillars holding up that entire mission, and they come straight from the BQA Act. It's all about building a system that people can trust. One where assessments are always fair, qualifications actually mean something across the nation, and the quality is consistent whether you're in primary school or specialized job training. And that's where you come in. You're the key to making this whole thing work on the ground.
This really gets to the heart of a major shift in thinking. The modern BQA system, it's not looking for gatekeepers who are just there to catch students making mistakes. No way. It needs supportive guides. The whole focus has pivoted to be about the learner. It's all about helping people succeed and making sure their achievements are recognized fairly, not just about passing judgment. Okay, so with that supportive mindset, let's get into the specifics. What exactly are these roles you could be stepping into? Let's define the two key players in this whole quality assurance game, the assessor and the moderator.
First, we've got the assessor. So think of this role as being the direct evaluator of a learner's journey. Your job is to carefully, meticulously collect evidence of a student's work. And then, using all your expertise in that subject, you make a professional judgment call. Has this person actually met the national standards for this qualification? It's a role with a ton of responsibility for sure.
And then you have the moderator. Now, if the assessor is focused on the learner, the moderator is focused on the assessment itself. Your job is to be the quality control expert. You're the one making sure the entire assessment process, across different people and different schools, is fair, valid, and totally consistent. You're basically guaranteeing a level playing field for every single student out there.
All right, so are you feeling inspired yet? Let's figure out exactly where you might fit in. The BQA has two main paths to get registered, and it all depends on your professional experience. This part is all about finding your starting point, provisional or full registration. Honestly, it really just boils down to one key thing: experience. Look, both paths require you to be an expert in your subject, but the big dividing line is that 2-year mark. If you have less than 2 years of assessment experience, you'll start with provisional registration. If you've got 2 years or more under your belt, you can go straight for full registration. It's pretty much that simple.
Okay, now for the really practical stuff. How do you actually apply? The BQA has laid out the process really clearly. We can actually break it all down into a super simple 4-step checklist to help you get all your ducks in a row. The whole process is basically designed to confirm 4 key things about you. First, your official intent. That's the application form. Second, your identity. Pretty straightforward. Third, your professional expertise, which you show with your certificates and CV. And finally, your credibility, which is backed up by your references and official evaluations. Just get these 4 areas covered and you are good to go.
Now, getting registered is a huge achievement, but it's not a one-and-done deal. It's really an ongoing commitment to keeping those standards high. Your registration has a life cycle, and understanding it is absolutely crucial for staying accredited.
So here's the breakdown. Provisional registration is good for 3 years, which gives you plenty of time to build up that experience. Full registration lasts for 5 years. But the most important date on this entire timeline, it's that renewal window. You have to apply for renewal within the 6 months before your current registration expires. That's the only way to make sure you can keep practicing without a single interruption.
And just so we're crystal clear, this isn't just a friendly suggestion. It is a hard and fast rule. The second your registration expires, you have to stop practicing. It's a critical step to protect the integrity of the whole system. So seriously, mark that renewal date on your calendar. Yeah, integrity is everything in these roles. The BQA holds its assessors and moderators to a really high standard, and there are absolutely serious consequences for breaking that trust. Your registration can be taken away for things like giving false information, not following the standards of practice, or being convicted of a serious crime. Professionalism is just not negotiable here. We've covered the what and the how, so let's wrap this up by coming back to the most important part, the why. Because this isn't just about getting a job or a title, it's a chance to make a real lasting impact on the future of Botswana. You really do become a guardian of quality. Every single assessment you handle, every process you oversee, it all reinforces the value and credibility of a Botswana qualification. You're the one ensuring that when a learner gets a certificate, it's a true, fair reflection of their hard work and skill. I mean, that is an incredibly powerful contribution to make.
So, the final question is pretty simple. It's not just about if you're qualified, but are you ready? Ready to take on this massive responsibility? Ready to help build that seamless education system for the next generation? Are you ready to uphold the standard?